So today we are saying, you call it strength, but is silence breaking you? So I've been doing a little research, and this is what I reckon. Some men genuinely struggle to express their emotions. They fear saying the wrong thing, so they say nothing at all. It's not even, or we always assume it's about pride, how this guy looks like, it's not macho, it's not butch, it's not manly to show, your soft underbelly. But sometimes you just don't have the grammar for it. You don't know how to articulate it. No one's ever taught you how to speak about your soft and fluffy insides. Sindio? So I'm calling it panic in disguise. Sindio? Kwa sababu sasa ujui uanzie wapi, so you jifanya. Have you ever seen someone who is so square with very sharp edges? You're already talking to them is like hugging a cactus. You can't penetrate. There's just a wall. It's just because you don't know any better. But I'm telling you today that it is okay. You don't have to call me on 0719012600. See what I did there? You don't have to call me on 0719012600. All you have to do is send me a message free of charge for my eyes only. 40127. 40127. Anything at all you want to say. Today is the day. Jiachilie too. Because mental health issues should not have agenda, should not be attached to gender, in my opinion. If you fall down on the floor flat with a thud, you get hurt. The floor doesn't know that you're male or female. So why do we then split hairs when it comes to our mental health or the status of the same mental health? Me, I think it's okay for a man to not be okay. I think it's okay for a man to be emotional. I think it's okay. But let me tell you something. When we're talking about the social construction of silence is what's keeping us from opening up. We see men reacting so badly, which is still emotional. There's the softer emotions that we don't allow. We can see the hard, minimkamba, munipeleke pole pole. Many H's confuse the tongue. The hard-handedness of the government. We see the reactions every day. When you decide to shut down KTN, that's an emotional reaction. Men, I think society has been okay with men displaying certain emotions like anger, wrath, defiance. But the softer ones, maybe crying, maybe sadness, those are not allowed. I think that's the conversation we need to have. I can't wait to have Shiro or Kari to have that discussion, because we allow anger. It's the softer emotions that we've had a problem with. But I like that, Lewis Sangara. Thank you so much for trusting us enough to send that message. And Joe Maura says, cultural mentality. True. The African man, damn it, because you have all the problems, but at the same time, you have to be reminded that an African man is a symbol of strength. I'm like, oh, who said? We need to stop it. Let's talk about silence in men. Just a quick one, by the way. I know you've been escaping me, playing true to your gender, not wanting to talk about your feelings. Is silence strength?
We all know silence can be golden, but not in all instances.
Yeah. Men's mental health.
Yeah.
You guys don't feel like you have safe spaces. Why is that so?
Mental problems. When you are depressed,
yeah,
it's like you're carrying a fire, and that fire is in your chest.
Oh my God, I love that. It feels like you're carrying a fire.
Should you pass fire to somebody, you might burn them, or they could help you put out the fire. So you have to gauge who will put out the fire.
Oh my God.
Who will, enjoy the frills of the fire. They go laughing at you, Yeah.
Who'll decide to come and use it to warm themselves.
Yeah, warm themselves.
Right.
And it gets so interesting talking about other people. Just talk. So I think we fear.
Is the issue that, because sometimes, before I would imagine that you guys are just arrogant, prideful, like you don't want to show your soft underbellies. But then sometimes I just feel like you're lacking even in the grammar to articulate it. Like where you even starting to say, babe, I feel like crying today. I had an awful day. You know me, I can come here and tell you that. Sometimes you ask me, how's your day? I'm like, crap. But I've never asked you that and you gave me an emotional answer. Is it that you lack the know-how? You don't know how to go about it? Because you've not seen anyone do it. Have you ever gone home and your dad is just crying? He's like,
Never.
Exactly. So, but you've gone home and you found your mom is having a anapigana na masufuria jikoni.
Yeah.
Right?
There's that element of pride, but also it could be the way we are brought up.
Yeah.
You know, if you see a kid, a boy, and they fall, they stumble, the mother is like, weacha kulia, kwani ni msichana.
Oh my God.
I think
and you carry it on.
You carry it on.
But now that you know better, now that you know that silence is not golden, silence could be detrimental.
Yeah, it
Where
could
do you pour when your cup is overflowing? Like when you're full, you're having a lot. You've read here, death. Sijui which MCA is beating which. You know, you read the news department. You guys see a lot. You go through a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, you're always reading about stabbings. Yani, it's just horrific news. You're not telling us, guess who won the lottery today on Newswire? No.
And,
so where do you
just
pour?
Because we are journalists does not mean we don't go through what the people in the news go through.
Yes.
For example, the recent floods.
Yes. You know. Yes. And yesterday was a long day for you all.
Yeah.
Where do you pour? Where do you go get relief? You, Edwin Lisamira.
For me personally.
Yeah.
Can I say?
Because you're a bit too calm. I've told you should have been a surgeon if you are not reading news. You're a bit too calm for me.
You know, a friend.
Yeah.
And there are people who are friends. For example, me.
Yeah.
I've had a man take me for shopping.
Oh, really? Your boy is like, come, you go, you retail therapy. I like you.
Not because they didn't have the money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where do I begin? And they're like, oh, what are we going to do about it? So they're like, oh, he's like, let's go. So imagine I'm walking with this guy in a supermarket.
Yeah.
I grab toothpaste. The smallest pack is like, no, pick that one.
The big one.
Like a dad.
Yeah.
I'm working with a friend like a
so
dad.
guys don't talk, you guys do. Because he was showing you by his actions.
Yeah.
Does he need another friend?
Oh, sure.
Give him my number.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
he's a great guy.
Does he need another friend? I like shopping.
Yeah.
But I like that.
But I've confided in him because I know who he is. Yeah.
I like that.
Back to what we started with.
Yeah. You do speak, but it depends on who.
It depends. Yeah.
On who it is. So if your man is not talking to you, then you're not it. Oh, you're circling back with your violence here.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. You're so deep and poetic.
Really?
Yeah. You are like, depression is like a fire in thy chest cavity.
Oh,
Edwin Lisamira, ... 2025. You know they write Shakespeare. Good Lord. You make me so happy. Thank you so much for your 2 minutes.
Thank you.
And, let's listen to some audio. Some of you had the pleasure of speaking to my beautiful producer, Joyline, and this is what she had to say. This silence that you're guarding with your life, calling it strength, isn't it eating you up inside? When will enough be enough? When are you going to be ready to talk? Because now we are ready to listen. 40127, an intimate line for my eyes only. Let me know, our brothers. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. Although I'm not going to cap it at the end of this month and we stop having these conversations. I feel like we just need continuity. We'll keep talking about mental health, but wholesomely for everybody, for children, for men, for women. I'm not going to play that game when we have women on one side and men on the other side. Let's take a listen together to what you had to say.
Nature of men, how we were brought up, whereby you are told a man should not cry. But you see, nowadays we are a little bit open. People are civilized. If I'm heartbroken or I have something that is stressing me, there's a way I can find to vent out my frustrations. Maybe to talk to someone, to take a walk, to listen to music, some nice soft music that cools me down. That's the way I am. I don't keep quiet to myself.
Wenyewe wanasema kwamba kuna ile tasubi ya kiume. Yaani wanasema mwanaume hafai kulia, ushakuta. Lakini kuna vitu ambavyo mtu ana go through inabidi tu upambane navyo peke yako. Sasa ile kusema kwamba wewe ni mwanaume, hufai kulia, ndio kidogo anaona inavuta tu chini na pia inanivuta mimi chini yani.
Okay, I do think it's hurting men a lot. Personally, I would say yes, but in general, it is hurting men a lot because it feels good to share. Like you'll randomly call one person, you share 2-3 things, you feel like you're relieved. So it's good to share, and yes, it's hurting a lot.
There's no silence that is breaking me. Me, when I have a problem, I speak. If I feel like suppressed somewhere, something is taking toll on me, I just have to cough it out. I'll say it because it's my life. There's nothing like strength. You don't die inside and in the name of being strong outside. No. Whatever is there, cough it out. Just say it. Say it. If it worries you, talk about it. If it doesn't work, leave. Shut it.
And Spice on 94.4. Spice FM.